on the same item, they'll match it with their lowest price guarantee. And they do next day delivery on hundreds of appliances.
Lowe's helps you get more holiday for less.
To a degree where it doesn't inhibit 17 different options on every play. You have one or two, and then you cut it loose with decisiveness, and that's where you see good plays being made.
Second down here. Good play action. A lot of time. McCarthy flips over the middle to Jones, and he's got a first down.
That, to me, was a great example of what they want to see and what I want to see from J.J. They have an element downfield. He comes off that element pretty quickly, checks it down to his running back, and now you're on to it.
Injury timeout in Minnesota. Back to Pittsburgh.
Chase Brown, and hit there by Sawyer initially. And Mel, we're looking at Flacco. He told us even after the bye he didn't throw until Thursday of this week with that bad shoulder.
Yeah, and guys, he came over to the sideline after that last possession, didn't give off any indication that it was bothering him at all. Zach Taylor told us last night it has been a real issue for him. He said he was watching Flacco's face when he threw on Thursday of last week to see if he could see a grimace. Flacco gave him nothing. It's the same thing today down on the Bengals bench. His expression has not changed, but you know he can't be comfortable, guys.
Trent, it rarely does change.
Yeah, he's just got a great demeanor in terms of not getting too high, too low, just staying in the moment.
2nd and 8, being chased here by Sawyer. Dumps it off the running back. Brown, boy, yeah, the collision right there, led by Eccles. Also,
Told you the Titans, this is rare stuff when they take offensive snaps while having the lead. And this time, Cam Ward, gets taken down pretty harshly as he got rid of the football. Dylan Horton there to apply the pass rush for Houston, who trails by a field goal.
They've been ineffective this year, but so far in this first half, you mentioned 5 punts already in a row. Back-to-back touchdowns to open this game, but the defenses have really settled in here since the beginning drives.
Jamar Chase just 1 catch so far, 3rd and 6. Brown the block. Here's a nice one-handed catch by Chase. First down, and he was tripped up finally by Porter into the secondary. Catches and runs to the 38, 17-yard.
Double box in the Atlanta Falcons. You're watching the end of a Drake London catch, and they are in the red zone. In fact, they are goal to go inside of the 5-yard line. 1st and goal from the 2 for the Falcons.
Nobody in the middle there for Chase.
So they're going to split Robinson out wide.
Penix, first down roll, going to his right. The lefty has to fade back and toss it out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and goal. Robinson and Wharton provided the pressure.
Minnesota-Chicago update. J.J. McCarthy with a single setback. He's going to throw for it, and McCarthy hitting the lower legs as he releases it. It's an interception. Kevin Byard, his 5th interception of the season. Kevin Byard leads the league, and it's another turnover for J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings offense. That is not instant red zone, but darn near close to it for Caleb Williams, and the Bears will double him in.
Isaiah Rodgers back in for the Vikings on defense. That'll help. Here's Monunga, who goes nowhere. But some pressure, too, got to McCarthy here.
Yeah, part of the pressure.
Goal line. Algier, the tailback. Algier seeking the end zone. And he bowling balls in for the touchdown. Robinson has 2. Algier has 1.
This is a fired-up football team, knowing that
These plays which these quarterbacks can't lose track of.
Blitz is picked up, though. Caleb Williams dancing around. Now in trouble. Fires a bullet, and it's caught by Loveland. Down to the 20 goes Loveland. Going to pick up
the push that they're getting on the right-hand side, and got one man to beat. And Algier's able to run through the tackle at the end of Derek Brown.
Atlanta's run game has been.
When he's outside the pocket, he makes those type of plays.
Third and 5. Williams in some trouble. He's on his feet again. It's unbelievable. Dallas Turner had him in his grasp.
That was like an MMA move in the pocket.
He comes up with a smile on his face. He doesn't know how he got out of that one, but he's one of the best in the NFL at doing it. Look at Justin Herbert gets slammed on 4th down. However, penalty marker comes in, and the officials are going to talk about this for a second. There's going to be offsetting penalties. I think defensive offside was the call. Either way, there was a call against Jacksonville, a call against the Chargers. So re-rack it on 4th and 7. We'll see if they elect to go for it again. The Bears settle for 3, and they cash in on it, make the lead 10-3 Chicago as J.J. McCarthy's interception turns into points.
I mean, that's a tough call that, especially after the replay, I just don't agree with.
And another update on the Bengals-Steelers game. It's Joe Flacco with time to throw and almost throws an interception himself. That one could have gone back for a pick 6 as he threw heavily into traffic, but it just goes down for an incompletion. You had Jameis Winston on 3rd and 12, set up the screenplay. Tyrone Tracy gets away from a man, and he gets the first down. Should have been a tackle for a loss on the play, but instead, Tyrone Tracy turns it into a 20-yard gain and a new set of downs for New York. They're actually into Green Bay territory here. Let's pick this one up. 2nd and 5 from the 32.
These two teams over the course of the year have been two of the better teams.
Justin Herbert, you saw he took quite a pop on that last play. Trey Lance apparently ready to go on the sideline, although not coming into the game at the moment. Okay, Jim Harbaugh got to look through some things here. Let's listen to the Jags game for a moment.
They're going to want to take a look at him on the sideline and just make sure, because he did take a wicked shot by Green.
One blade, one point.
Or maybe some thought. Jameis, once again, he feels the slot pressure, so instead of handing the ball off, he's got an RPO option just to take a completion out there to Hodgins. Again, just positive plays get you into third manageable situations so you can sustain this drive.
How many quarterback coaches got in here and said, never go broke taking a profit? I'm sure you got sick of hearing that.
That's what is Marty Schottenheimer to right there.
3rd and 1, play clock's winding. Snap to Winston to push the pile and get the first down. All the way down inside the 20. That lights up some of the Giants fans at MetLife.
I think the Giants have their answer to the tush push. This is the Jameis whatever, but he's. I don't know if I've ever seen, what is this, 10 yards?
10-yard quarterback sneak.
10-yard quarterback sneak. Is that a record?
That might be a record.
Can we look that up?
Approaching the 2-minute warning on a now 9.
Jags backed up from their own 1-yard line after a good punt by Los Angeles. We'll keep an eye out, safety alert, if you will, in Jacksonville.
Take their final 2 timeouts here.
And another update from the Tampa Bay Buccaneer offense, 3rd and 5 with Baker Mayfield throwing for it. And had a man for a moment, Cade Otton, the tight end, the intended target, but the ball got knocked down to the ground, incomplete. And Tampa Bay will likely punt from the 43. Bryce Young up top to the rookie, Teteroa McMillan, catch and run. He's got the touchdown in this game for the Panthers, and he's got a 39-yard gain on that play. Carolina down a couple of touchdowns, but in business with 1 minute and 25 seconds left to go in the first half. Final 15 seconds here. Jacksonville just wants to get a little breathing room and get into the locker room with a halftime lead.
Regardless of who comes and plays tackle, but that will be the story and a big part of their success or non-success this season.
Or just think of everything at stake where both of these two teams.
Yeah, that's going to go to halftime there for Jacksonville. Jim Harbaugh only had 1 timeout left. No use using it there because they could have burned the clock on the next snap. So, Jags 14, Chargers 6 at half in Duval County.
I don't know with the injury how effective he can be running the football and taking off.
We haven't seen much of it since then. Flip it out to Hubbard on a catch and run. Chuba Hubbard tightroping inside the 20. Ushered out by Jesse Bates, the safety for Atlanta. It's a gain of 7.
You got Tedderone McMillan at the bottom of your screen. He's going to run off A.J. Terrell. This is all about inviting the pressure and the rush upfield and allowing Chuba Hubbard to be open in space.
And Rico Dowdle shows up and has those big 2 weeks with Chuba Hubbard out. He took over the lion's share of the carries, but now Hubbard on this big drive for Carolina before the end of the half. And the Panthers, remember, do see the ball first after halftime. Hubbard again right down the middle, directly into Bates. That was a bullseye of a hit. And a timeout called by Carolina. They'll have 2 left. 37 seconds to go.
A moment ago, we had a 3rd and 4 for Aaron Rodgers in a 2-minute drill. Got to pick up the first down here. And escapes the sack. He's got room to run. And the 41-year-old picks him up and puts him down for a first down in Pittsburgh. The Steelers, we said this game could be heading towards a shootout. Well, that was early first quarter when it was 7-6. No points put up by either team. There's only 60 seconds left in the first half there in Pennsylvania. A 3rd and 13 for Davis Mills, who has been stymied so far by the Titans defense. And Mills will dive forward, but that was short of the stick. So Tennessee playing well against their division opponent. You've got Jameis Winston in the red zone to the end zone. Man in his face, and penalty marker comes in. It's going to be 1st and goal Giants after the 2-minute warning timeout.
Young for Hubbard and a drop. Nearly on the pinball.
Delivered the ball. Let's see what Scott Novak says.
There is no foul for roughing the passer because he was blocked in. However, pass interference on the defense. Ball be placed at the 1-yard line and an automatic first down.
So to gate the line of scrimmage flag here, he got a defender pushed into him, but it's going to be pass interference on McDuffie.
Yeah. You know what? I tell you what,
He's at the bottom of the formation, closest to the formation right there. He's got Terrell over top of him. Young, end zone, incomplete. He wanted McMillan. Instead, it's 4th down.
As the fullback, a defensive lineman. They'll hand it off for Singletary. Chapman threw the block out on Cooper and had his arms up, hoping that Singletary would find the alley.
Yeah, Elijah Chapman was like, hey, I'm kicking this guy out so that you can run it up inside. Watch this. You knew the Giants would pull out all the stops. Bang! Well, of course, there's Quay Walker running. That's why he went outside.
That's right.
But here's the thing. Giants are fine.
Couple of interceptions his first 4 weeks in the NFL as Fitzgerald from 29 knocks.
Rather score and not give them a 2-minute drive opportunity.
They load up the backfield. They give it to Singletary, and he's in. This game is tied. 2nd of the day.
I give so much love to this Giants offensive line right now. They've done an incredible job of just denting this defense in the middle, getting great push for this run game. They've got about 60 yards rushing, 0 sacks, only 4 pressures on the quarterback. They've really played a complete game against what is arguably one of the better defensive fronts in all of football.
Just a moment ago in Minneapolis, J.J. McCarthy will look right side, pump fake, now look left. He's going to the end zone to Jefferson, intercepted. What a leaping interception. Nashawn Wright for the Bears comes away with the pick in the end zone. Look at the replay here. Fantastic effort to high point the football. J.J. McCarthy has thrown 2 first-half interceptions. McCarthy, 9 turnovers in this and now 5 games in his NFL career, and he's angry with himself there for putting that one in a place where it could be picked off, but a great job by Nashawn Wright. You got Pittsburgh throwing underneath. Darnell Washington, big man rumbling. You want some, oh man. If you got Kyle Brandt's cell phone number, Text him the video right now. Angry 300-pound tight end. Well, 264 in your program, but, you know, who's to say at this point in the season? Sit down and take a little of that with you as well. Darnell Washington. Man, we love physical football here on NFL Red Zone. We'll keep you posted, though, because the Steelers have 35 seconds left to go. They are now in the red zone. Josh Allen wants points before the half. Bills around midfield.
Gain of 5 yards. Stops the clock with 45 seconds left. Verizon halftime report is coming up. Looks nice in Denver. JB in the gang. Scores, highlights, sun is out. It's all coming up. Verizon halftime report. Bill Cowher.
Down inside.
Here comes a 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. 35 seconds remain in the first half in Pittsburgh.
Kenneth Gainwell is back there with Rodgers. Pittsburgh a couple timeouts. Talavera with a nice block to hold off the rush. And they were going for Gainwell. On the coverage by Barrett Carter, a rookie, and a flag. With 30 seconds to go.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense over 58. Half this little on first down.
4 flags on the last 6 plays of this drive.
Was at 1 out of 10.
And we'll double in Josh Allen.
Thank goodness. 3rd down and 5. Quick hitter. Ty Johnson creates after the catch. Big gain down the sideline. Ty Johnson takes it all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's 52 yards on the catch and run.
No, we're going to bring in the Buffalo, and, well, as we watch Buffalo and the Buccaneers back to Pittsburgh.
Gainwell, the back in the pitch. Held by Washington, the tight end with the block, and hit by Hill. Well, there was getting some help there from Chris Jenkins of Cincinnati.
And, Kevin, there was a defensive pass interference and 2
by these Buffalo wide receivers to spring him free.
Extra point, Prater. They go 4 plays.
Nice territory now joins us, and he's watching this drive, I know, Gene, with great interest.
I think here, Kevin, if you watch the size left arm, my assumption is that there's a blow to the head of Aaron Rodgers there right after the ball was gone. We see the contact of the head and neck. We'll draw a flag at a time.
There you go. Yes, I did not see that, Gene. Good eye, good eye. That's, yeah, it went right across, that left arm went right across the face mask of Aaron Rodgers.
Incredible opportunity right now for the Steelers. Bengals average the fewest penalty yards per game, only 35. They've got 44 on this drive alone. Rodgers 2nd and goal. Fautanu with a nice block to the end zone. Rodgers and caught out of bounds by Gainwell. And back there with him was Newton.
Take a look at some coverage here. He's trying to go out to the right because that's where the bunch formation is, and then he's working his back to the middle. There's nowhere for him to go with the football, so I think he's honestly trying to throw it either to where his guy gets it or it's out of the back of the end zone. He threw it up there, and heck of a catch, but out of bounds.
After the Giants scored their touchdown, here comes the extra point. It's Younghoe Koo, the former Falcons kicker. He misses. So the Packers and Giants have both missed a PAT in the first half. 2 touchdowns apiece, 2 missed extra points, 1 on each side, and that's why we're at 13-13 approaching halftime. Perhaps the final play before the first half, and Bijan Robinson, he has been given the business to Carolina. He'll run out of bounds at zeros, but how about a big first half for Bijan Robinson? That play goes for 15 yards. He's had some catches. He's had some runs. How about 93, let's call it 110 scrimmage yards in the first half for Bijan Robinson. And oh no, Aaron Rodgers holding at his left hand, left wrist area.
Will Howard, for the first time, is the number 3 emergency quarterback. He quarterbacked the Buckeyes to a national championship last year. He broke a finger in camp, did not play in the preseason. But Howard is on the sideline today for Pittsburgh, and he is suited up for the first time as a pro. Gainwell back, 3rd and goal, and Rodgers incomplete. And he was aiming that time for Wilson.
Just a second ago for Green Bay, trying to push the ball down the field and break this 13-13 tie before the half. Jordan Love puts the ball on the ground, actually gets it back up, and then catches it. Then it goes back on the ground. What are the Packers doing? 2 plays within this one that could have turned the ball over. Demetrius Flanagan-Foles, who was involved in that earlier play, comes away with it. Giants are going to get a chance to take the lead. Baker Mayfield shooting the ball down the field. Sterling Shepard comes away with a 24-yard catch. They stop the clock at 16 seconds left to go. And with 10 seconds remaining, make 13 seconds remaining, here is the field goal to extend the Pittsburgh lead. Boswell, as he so often does, puts it through. 10-6. Likely heading towards the halftime locker room in that one with only 10 seconds remaining. All right, Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a chance to snug this up or maybe take the lead if they can get it to the end zone.
I would imagine reminding his guys that we have no timeouts. We do not want this play to end.
We've got an instant replay booth review on the Packers fumble. They're looking at whether or not a body part was down on the receiver for Green Bay before the ball came out.
Long count, Mayfield.
Get up there and spike it.
Tosses to Abuka. We're down to 10 seconds, 9 seconds. They try to grab the ball, and flags come down. Did a Bills player touch that ball as they were trying to line?
The receiver never completed the process of the catch.
That is an overturn. And let me tell you, a sigh of relief from Matt LaFleur with half a minute remaining.
The spot and hold the ball till the official gets there. And 56 just comes in and knocks it out. You can't do that. You just can't do that.
So they get the extra 5 yards. There's 6 seconds on the clock. They place the ball at the 17-yard line.
And that play there was a really nice job of executing a way to get some extra yardage for your field goal kicker.
To 9 seconds.
Knowing that you have to get that down quickly and Abuka has to get it back to the ref.
And they're going to add time.
Thank you.
9 seconds on the clock.
So now they get a shot at the end zone if they want it.
And a timeout called by Buffalo. They had all of them remaining.
Timeout, Buffalo. It'll be 30 seconds.
So Sean McDermott wants to make sure that they're on the same page defensively here.
We call that a Kodak timeout, Ian, because you wait until they get lined up so that you can take a picture of what they lined up like and try and figure out what they might do during the timeout. Obviously, you might go back and change everything knowing that they just saw how you lined up, but that's the point of a timeout like this.
Both teams 6-3.
Sneak in a quick update on the Green Bay reprieve after the turnover was overturned by replay and Jordan Love goes down. Hey, the nearest man there was number 0, Brian Burns. He now leads the NFL with 12 quarterback sacks. Came into the day tied with Myles Garrett, who we will see in the late window this afternoon with the Cleveland Browns. But the leading sack artist in the NFL right now, Brian Burns, with his 12th of the season. And the game with Green Bay and New York has 20 seconds remaining in the first half. 9 seconds here. Got to go to the end zone or make it incomplete.
Super Bowls. That level of expectation is certainly very high.
Mayfield lets it fly. It's a sideline route, and it's out of bounds. Tez Johnson with 5 seconds on the clock, and that's going to set it up very nicely for Chase McLaughlin.
Boy, you really could not do a better job of putting your field goal position kicker into better position on that drive. They just executed that to perfection.
McLaughlin has been incredible on field goals, 50 yards plus, 8 of 8 on the season. We mentioned that 65-yarder that he made in Week 4 against Philadelphia. This one is a 29-yard attempt. 5 seconds left. Decker snaps it, pulled by Dixon, it's blocked! Buffalo blocks it! No points for the Buccaneers.
Greg Rousseau.
Oh, there's a flag at the 9.
70 held, I believe. I think number 70 might have pulled the offensive lineman backwards so that Rousseau could slip through.
Older, defense number 70, 5-yard penalty with an automatic first down. Corrections, second down.
So they'll do it
Number
again.
70 right in here is this guy right there.
Alec Anderson, an offensive lineman.
He is going to pull the offensive lineman out so that Rousseau can have a bigger gap to slide through. That is against the rules.
So the Buccaneers get to do it again. Chris Tabor, the special teams coach, is steamed along the Buffalo sideline. This is a 24-yarder, and it's good. As time expires, this has been a heavyweight fight.
As we approach halftime of the early window, we're into the second half between the Jags and Chargers. This was an image we saw coming out of the halftime locker room here.